and welcome, lovers, to the Love Dr. Pamela Smith Show here on World Star Hit Radio. I am your host, Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Now, you're joining my show that will focus on love and relationships, solutions and strategies, everything love. Now, we're going to be doing love and relationship. We're going to be doing love and health. We're going to be doing love and beauty. We're going to do love and business, spirituality. We're going to be doing love and wealth, money, and especially music. Actually, I have so much more to give you because we want to understand about our love. So here's the intro to love and what I think you need help in when it comes to love. Would you like to end that roller coaster of relationships that end that is just confusing? You want to end the roller coaster of being alone. What about being just single? Well, I know you're looking for meaningful relationships. So would you like to have meaningful relationships? I would. Sure we do. You would like to transform yourself so the person you're seeking or loving you, what? They see you, want you, desire you. That's what love is all about. You know, it's about enhancing yourself. So wouldn't you like to enhance your relationship by learning what? Simple techniques. I got them. We got unique strategies that we're going to do throughout the year. You got to stay with me. Every week, every Thursday, 7 o'clock, we're going to give you simple techniques, strategies. I'm going to have wonderful guests that's going to talk to you, help you along, music guests. We're going to have fun. We're going to also help you get the love you're seeking. We're going to help you enhance the love you're seeking. I'm going to give you the key to any relationship. Really, the key. There's some simple keys that you just thought you knew, but nah, you're missing some things. And sure, some of you know. I'm not saying you don't know. But the whole key about love is understanding. So did you know that you may not be in the right relationship? Now, some of you think you are, but you may not be in the right relationship. Did you know that single people don't cheat? No, single people don't cheat. I know you all are like, what is she talking about? Single people don't cheat. So we're going to be doing a lot of talking because you all are attracting the wrong person. So stay with me. I am Love Dr. Pamela Smith. You're with me here on World Star Hit Radio. We're going to make things happen. Come back. Make sure you stay with me. I got some more. We got a lot to talk about. I'm your host, Love Dr. Pamela Smith. See you soon in just about 1 minute. We are back. Thank you. I'm your host, Love Dr. Pamela Smith, and welcome to my show. I am here on World Star Hit Radio. Thank you for joining me. Now, as we talked before, I talked to you about what we're going to talk about, what love is and what you need in your business, finance, spirituality, all types of relationships. We're talking about love. Now, what I didn't tell you was who I am. I'll give you just a little bit about who I am. I am a certified loveologist. I have a master in loveology. I have a doctorate in divinity. And I help men, women, single, dating, married, homosexual, heterosexual. It doesn't matter. I do everything love and relationships. And I help you understand how to have successful relationships, how to find relationships that you're lacking in. And what I mainly do is I give you solutions. I give you strategies to love. Most of us just don't understand what love is because we go off of what our parents tell us, what we thought our parents said, love is, what it would be. Well, what I do is there's a types of love I believe is important. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the different things about love. So let's first talk about some of the pros of love, because a lot of people don't understand. Mainly we get the basic, and so because of that, and you have the basic, you just think is simple, because people tell you love is patient, love is kind, love is respect, and you get that from your parents. You get what we're supposed to do as men and women is to love differently, and the main thing you're only taught is what? Respect that person. Love them for who they are. You're supposed to. But we got a whole lot that happens when it comes to love. Now, the main problem we have is most of you think you should have it now. Sometimes love is delayed. So you have to be patient with love, because that's what it's mainly about. You have to trust the person that you're meeting and wanting to have a desirable relationship with, because sometimes trusting somebody takes a lot. You got to know how to accept someone just the way they are without trying to change or improve them. And that has a lot to do with love. It's, because as you see it, you think it's that way, you make it the way you want, but that may not be right, because you're looking blind at what someone else wants, not what you want. And so you come into relationships not genuine. So you want to have passionate love. You want to have fun. You want to be happy. You want to be kind. You want to give a gift of love to them, which is yourself. You want to be creative. You want to be their best friend. You want to care about them so they can care about you. So love is simple and rejoicing to be happy and delightful in love. But there's something you don't want. You don't want. Let's talk about that for a minute. The con of it, because I feel there's a con in love. The simple thing about love, first off, is it's simple. That's correct. It's simple. But the con in is that you get into bad relationships. Bad relationships can be a person that causes you stress, always got drama. They don't know how to fulfill your emotions. You want a conditional relationship. You don't want somebody who's envy of you. You don't want them to be jealous. You don't want them to be boasting about what they're doing or dishonor you, always easily anger. They are not proud of what you're trying to do. They have low self-esteem and want you to lift their self-esteem up. You got to first take care of you because everything you're trying to do for yourself and your happiness within yourself, you have to be secure with yourself so that you can what? Give that to someone else and give them a loving self-esteem, right? Okay, so those are the pros and the cons of love and what it is. There's many more, we're on an hour show. But I'm going to keep you going forward with more information. This is going to really help you with love. Because we got a lot to talk about. It's never that simple. It's more involved than you think. Love is a how-to. It's a lot of how-to. You got to understand about the mate that you're in. Because, like I said, the bad relationships. You don't want the cheater, the liar, the stress, the drama, the mental problems. We have a lot of people out here with mental problems. The insecure. You got so much of that going on. I'm going to help you understand how to fix that, how to get a solution to it, and then give you that strategy to go forward. Because sometimes it's hard to let go of somebody you truly desire. And when you really want to be with someone, you feel that that's the mate for you. That may not be the mate for you. You think that's the mate for you. So you've got to learn those things that may be hindering you from it. Because the reality is, love is about protecting. It's about trusting. It's about being friends. And that's what we really miss. We miss just being friends. Because friends is so simple. I mean, all you have to do is take the time to get to know someone, but y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want a quick fix, get in there and nobody trying to be friends. Do you hear me? Y'all not trying to be friends. Y'all trying to make it happen now because y'all want love now. Y'all want somebody to want you now. That's not reality because you're basing your love for somebody that you want based on what your friends say, what your parents say, what the TV is saying, what you saw on a movie. That's not reality. Reality is your understanding your happiness and your wants. You got to meet somebody that is what we call it. Some say chemistry, but I say like mine, somewhat similarities of happiness. You don't want a Debbie Downer. You want someone that's always happy like you. So if you smile and laughing all the time, you want them to at least be happy in their own space. So that's what we're talking about here that I'm going to come different with because love needs solutions. Love needs strategy. Love needs techniques. Love needs tips. And most of all, love needs advice. And we all need it. I needed it. I had relationships that I know were not the best relationships. But I held on, stayed patient, and said, look, I'm going to meet the mate that makes me happy. I have a mate that makes me happy. I have someone that loves me, desire me, enjoy me, want me. That's what love is about. So we're going to make sure you get it. Now, on this show today, I'm giving you mostly love. Going forward, I'm going to have other things added in, like when you have your guests on. We're going to talk about different things because guests have issues. People have situations, and we're going to talk about it. So it's going to be talked in different layers because you have to understand. And this is what I call the foundation. So the foundation of that comes through different people and their relationships and their different situations. Everybody foundation is different. What do I mean by that? And no one's ever really said, let's break this up. Now, I'm breaking it up because I found that there's 3 main issues that if you focus on it, you can solve it. So if you focus on what's your main area of what we call foundation, then you can meet the mate that's going to make you happy. And then you can recognize if the mate is for you. So this is what we're going to really be talking about, because doing simple talk on love and what it is not going to get it, because we have people that influence us, manipulate us based on what they want, their desires, and that's not what love is about. So you have to understand what is best for you in order for you to meet the mate that's going to make you happy. You're not going to be able to survive out here on just, well, mama said he need to open the door. Mama said she need to cook. That's not enough. You have to have more information about how to successfully love someone. When I talk about this, I was talking about to one of my clients that I talked about the mental state that is happening here and around and what's going on. And my thing is, most of the mental situation is happening because of social media. So you're watching what you think is actually happening in most households, which is actually not reality. So what you're getting is people fighting all the time. That's what they want to show you because that's your entertainment. And you think that's what most of these relationships are about, when it's silliness. It's silliness to make you believe that's how relationships take place. Then you see very few happy relationships. So you think it's a problem. I'm not going to meet anyone that's going to want to desire me. I'm going to have a hard time meeting someone. Then you're listening to the TV tell you it's 1 to 80. So the guys think they got it going on, and the women think they never will. But who said you were supposed to have a mate? Who said you were supposed to be married? Who said you were supposed to have a relationship that was based on love and loving? You could love someone and truly be in their life as a friend, as someone that you enjoy daily, someone that you enjoy traveling with, someone that you want to do things with. There is nothing written. I don't remember. I'm still looking for it. I don't remember anybody telling me it's written down that it said I'm supposed to get married. I don't know where that was written. I'm still looking for it. So if you all could stop getting so caught up in why me, oh woe is me, where is he, where is she, you'll meet the mate. Because if it's your design for who your happiness will be with is already written, you just forcing it. And I talk about that. That's something we're going to talk about. I'm glad we're talking about that right now. It's called ageless love. I call it ageless love. And the reason I call it that is that everything we do is based on our maturity. Because we go through phases from a child in high school to our 20s, and then we go to our 30s, and we go to our 40s. And in those stages, you're maturing. So relationships are actually helping you learn how to love who? Yourself. It's not about loving someone else, but that's what you think it's about. It's about, that person is supposed to love me, and they're going to satisfy me, and they're going to give me everything I have and give me what I want and make me happy and desire me. That's not what the relationships are about. Relationships come about when you mature, and you never stop learning. It goes just like this: 20s, 30s, 40s, 50. It never stops because you are continually learning how to be happy with who? Self. See, y'all, see, if you stay with me, you'll get it. Because I stay on the self part. Because once you get self going on and understand your happiness, baby, everybody else got to wait and stand. What they say, put the devil behind. You gonna have to stand behind me because I'm on a roll right now. I'm not taking no mess no more. I'm not dealing with none of that craziness and that drama. Believe you me, as you mature, you would find that the things that you're going through could be halted. If someone had told me when I was in my 20s, if it was a me in my 20s, oh, half of the things I went through, I wouldn't have went through. But guess what? You all got the Love Doctor. And the Love Doctor is going to bring you real solutions, real strategies. But I also have a site. So when you're looking for help and need instant help, I have it. I have my site is lovedrpamelasmith.com. Visit my site, look at it, and if you need instant help and need consultation, I offer that. But at the same time, we're going to bring some tools for you that's going to help you at the moment, instantly downloading information that's going to help you. But right now, we're on a radio show. We're on a radio show that's going to give it to you every Thursday. Tell me what you want help in. I know what I'm going to talk about, but if you need something that you want now and you want me to talk about, send it to me. Email me. Go to my site. Go to all my social media. We're out there on lovedrpamelasmithshow.com. Go to all social media. That's who it is. Love Doctor, who? Me. PamelaSmithShow.com. And we're going to talk about everything that have to do with love, relationship, money, wealth, success, business, spirituality, health, beauty, everything that I'm telling you about there is about what? It's about love. Your health is based on your living long enough so that you can have the love that you want. Your beauty is based on your hygiene so that you can exude that beauty to give to someone. So everything we're going to talk about is going to be great. Now, when I come back, we're going to talk about the foundations that I didn't tell you yet. I want to do that because I want to bring you back. There's a key foundations that you must have and understand so that you can have successful relationships. So you are here with Love Dr. Pamela Smith. You're at the Love Dr. Pamela Smith Show here on World Star Hit Radio. Stay with me. Make sure you continue to stay. We got more information for you, and we'll be back. Here to the Love Dr. Pamela Smith Show. And we're here on World Star Hit Radio. Thank you and welcome for joining me here on this awesome day, evening, night. Thank you for being here. Okay, now, on the last part, we were talking about why you have this issue with your relationships and why you're having a hard time finding the person that's going to help you in relationships. Well, I wanted to give you the reality about the foundation and the reality about love. And I told you I was going to give you um, the foundation, because there's three foundations of love that I found. Because then remember, I study love. I study the education and the understanding of love, because I had issues in the area of love. Now, some psychologists and therapists would say that it's based on the relationship you have with your parent, mother, father, whichever relationship you're having with, that you base your wants and needs through that parent, that you want to show, i.e., either who you are, who you like, who you think they would like you to be. So you look for that same person that you believe is in your parent. And granted, nothing's wrong with that if the parent is in what? Sound mind, intelligent, mature, and wise. So you have to learn the difference. What I found in studying love is that there were three main things that if we focus on and understand, we can have greater relationships. We can have better relationships with ourselves and with someone else. And when I talk about these three things, it's very simple. It's not, I'm going to go deep into it. I'm just going to kind of sugarcoat it because I don't have to go deep into it, because it's just simple words that come to the point of what I'm talking about. And then later, when we come back, we're going to talk about the reason you need to know that later in my talking right now. But I wanted to give you the reality about love. See, love is about seeking connection, having belief that someone loves you. A person can fulfill your emotions, your desires, your needs, your simple wants, your likes. Just being ready for love is that's the real reality in it, because we experience, life challenges by, as I said previously, aging and maturing. And so you're dealing with everyday realities, because you got to deal with who you are in not just the relationship side, but in your what? Your work side, your business side, the life side that feeds you and clothes you and help you live. So you are dealing with that already, and understanding what love is about. And so you believe what you see and what you want and what we like is what it gives you your needs. And it does. And that's part of the reality of love and relationships. You want to step into a relationship that makes a journey of love exciting, right? So the reality in that is when you step into that, you have to take your time to pay attention and take your time and be patient for the mate that's going to make you happy. Because every relationship you enter in has a potential to being the person that either change your life, enhance your life, grow your life, or turn you into the directions that are not good. So that's why you have to pay attention to the relationships that you enter into. Because it's not that you need to seek love. It's going to seek you anyway. Because most of us, when we're loving someone, we're loving someone that we're interested in, right? A person that we believe wants to give us what makes us happy. And that's what the reality you find and comes into love. But if you pay attention to the reality of love, you'll find that it's your experiences that is going to help you find the right mate. But what I found in studying is that you all are not paying attention to that. And I'm going to talk about that as well, because it's a difference in you're loving someone and lusting for somebody. And so we have to pay attention to that, because most of you are just dating and involved with others based on your wants and your only wants. You're not even thinking about someone else. Now, and let me correct it because I hear you all, but you just said. No, what I mean is when I talk about that, you're looking out for self. Yes, sure, you have to look out for number one. Yes, sure, you have to know what number one like. It doesn't mean you just focus on just self. It just means that when you learn and understand who self is first, then you can go into a relationship and make and get that relationship to become us, we, and ours. But until you have that mentally in your mindset to be a part of someone that will be a we, us, and our, you have to stay in your lane and learn how to understand me, myself, and I, right? And that's what love is about with anything in your business life, in your financial life. Nobody wants to deal with your finances, so deal with self first and correct your finances because we all go through it. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute about what happens when it comes to finances because we all go through it. Everybody, and hear me now, if you're not listening and if you don't understand, and my young people out there, please listen to this. Everybody goes through the storm. Everybody. You will experience a down one time in your life, and it's okay. You got to know that the down is just for a moment. That's it. Just because you don't have the mate in your life right now and everybody else do, maybe that's your down. So what? Deal with it for the moment and focus on something else that's going to change your life and give you the happiness and desire you need. Stop looking at everybody else who in a relationship and happy, got it going on, and they always traveling and they do so that don't have nothing to do with you. Do you? Do you pay attention to self desires and wants until you understand how to when you're ready? Now we're gonna talk about that. It's so much. I got so much. Yeah, you all don't know. Yeah, I'm so glad you're with me because you have no idea what I'm gonna bring you. It's gonna change anything you ever thought about love and relationship. And I'm not trying to put nothing. I don't have nothing to do with everybody else out there. This is the Love Doctor, and I am the #1 love solution doctor in the world. I can tell you instantly what's your problem. I can tell you instantly how to fix your problem because everybody else is focusing on the outer part of love. No, I can ask once I finish doing those questions, baby, I got you. So stay a part of the show and I'm gonna get you going now because we got so much to talk about. Oh my gosh, I have so much to talk about. I don't think an hour is enough for me. I'm being told I got about a few more minutes to tell you what I'm trying to say. Now we're gonna come back, but let me get into the one I really wanted to tell you about. Now, this one I talked about was the foundation. I said I was going to give you the foundation. Let me see if I'm missing my notes. You know, I don't know everything in my head, but I got most in my head. But it was the foundation is, I'm going to give you the foundation, but I wanted to really actually tell you something I wrote down when I was talking about the foundation. So there's 3 things in the foundation that I talk about that people go through. So the first one that is the major problem with everybody is materialistic. We confuse materialistic love and relationship mostly with materialistic relationships because you're getting into relationships that's based on pretty much lust, and it's not real relationships. It's based on your selfishness. You're being self-centered. You just ending up in bad relationships. You have bad personalities. I'm going to talk about that when we come back. I'm going to tell you a few personalities that you need to pay attention to. And they're the major personalities that are happening all the time. But materialistic relationships are the #1 relationships that most people get into. Why, Love Doctor? Well, because you're seeking to fulfill an emptiness, a need, and a lack. And because of that, you get into a relationship based on that need and the lack. The lack is security. You want to be secure. You don't have enough finances to survive, or you need to share the finances that it takes to survive. And so you enter into a relationship with someone just because of that. That's not love. That's just fulfilling a moment of need. And believe you me, you know when you have a relationship like that. You know when you're involved with someone like that. When you're dealing with need, you getting involved because of your loneliness. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, everybody's in a relationship or getting married, and you're not. So you just get with the next person that wave their hand at you, and you get in that relationship. That's not relationships. Those are not successful relationships. If you are entering in a materialistic relationship, you're in the wrong relationship. And I'm not saying this just only on studying. I'm saying it because I did it myself. I put myself in a relationship that in actuality, I lost time. I lost time because I put myself with someone based on a lack, based on a need, based on what I think I should have at that time. And because of that, I had to deal with the consequences. And that was the loss of time. So understand, you got to pay, materialistic relationships are not the relationships you want to enter into. And that's why you really have to pay attention to what you're meeting, who you're getting to know. And I'm going to give you a lot of that. Just stay with me. We're going to keep on talking about that. Just giving you the top coating right now. We're just going to go on top. The other ones that's going to really help you get through relationship is spiritually. Spiritual relationships are what you want, and psychological relationships. Now, your spiritual relationships is about peace. It's about dealing with the inner part of what you believe God has given you, and you want a mate to give you that same type of love. And you can have that, but you have to understand what a person wants and like at that time, because religion, everybody want to say, don't talk about it. No, you need to talk about it, because you need to know the mindset of a person who is spiritual or not, and you need to know that psychologically. And that's the other major problem that we're having, because that can be the good and the bad, because you, on the bad side, the person mentally is not capable to be in a sound relationship. But then you get a person who is wise, mature, and that's the kind of love that you want. So there's just different variations of psychological type of relationships. So those things, three main foundations, I say, is pretty much what you need to really pay attention to: materialistic, spiritually, and psychological, because those are issues of your self-awareness. It's being more self-aware of you. And if you could do that and pay attention to which one would be in your pocket, you can now go forward and understand how to have a great relationship. It's very important, because relationships are not hard. They're simple. It's all about understanding a partnership. And it's all about having a 50-50 love. And to do that, you have to have a spiritual heart, a psychological mind, and a love withal to go forward. So you are here with Love Dr. Pamela Smith. I'm coming back now. When we come back, I'm going to give you some of the personalities to watch. And I might give you some non-daters, but I'm going to really give you the personalities, because you've got to pay attention to that so that you can have some good relationships right now. And know if you're in a relationship, in the right relationship right now. Okay, so you're here with Love Dr. Pamela Smith here on World Star Hit Radio. Thank you for joining me. We'll be right back. Welcome back, my lovers, to the Love Dr. Pamela Smith Show. Thank you for being a part of my show here on World Star Hit Radio. Thank you for joining me. As you know, we've been talking about what love is, and I'm going to get you straight. Got to get you straight. Got to get you right. So I told you on the last time you were with me, we were talking about the foundation of love. What are the foundations of love? Materialistic, spiritually or spirituality, psychologically. Those are the three foundations that you really need to understand and pay attention. Again, you know, those are just we're just giving you basic. It's a lot involved, so don't hang on a string right now and think you got it. Okay. But what I wanted to talk to you about was personalities. Okay, because everything we talk about in personality have a lot to do with what I call it, your dominancy in a relationship, you know. So the reason why you want to understand the personalities, because you got to learn to stop wasting time. You got to learn how to be patient. You have to learn how to pay attention. So it's so important to pay attention to various types of personalities. So I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you a few. We're going to talk about it. But it's the same thing in the personalities when you're talking about a person who is visual. Because I hear people say who's a visual person is what more a seeker, looker. He's on the outer. An auditory person is what? Listening more to what you say in your relationship. What do you have? The feeling. Is that the feely, touchy person? It's more about how you touch them, make them feel, and then that person who the analyzer, is it the? Okay, that's the person that listens a lot to what you're saying. So there's different types. We can go on and on, but how does this affect you when it comes to relationships? Well, you have to kind of pay attention to who they are. And that's what I talk about the personality. And here's why. So let's talk about the angry person. If you pay attention when you are getting to know someone, you'll know instantly when they have an anger moment at the instant moment, if you just pay attention. They are always saying threatening words. They always just feeling angry. That's not a person you want to get to know. That's a personality flaw. So you have to pay attention to the personality. What about the person that's a liar? They're always lying. You know when someone lies. Why do you all always act like I didn't know? Yes, you did. Because if you were paying attention, you would know that that person is not being truthful. You know when someone is not being truthful. And that is something we really got to talk about. I actually have a small ebook that I'm doing on why people lie. And I found it, broke it down, explained it to you to the T. And once you get this one, you're going to get it. The jealous one. You got the personality of a jealous person. They're never happy for anybody else. They complain about everybody and their friends and themselves. That's the jealous one that you do not want. Because if they're jealous of others, they're going to be jealous of you. The needy one. That's a person who always looking for you to do everything. They want the center of attention. That everything is about them. I have stories on that one, but I'm gonna hold my mouth on that one. We're gonna come back when we do some talking. I'm gonna tell you all about that. I'm gonna put that up on YouTube. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the needy one. There's so many needy ones out here, and the needy ones actually, I find sometimes them needy ones are kind of lazy. So, but that's my talking. Don't hold me to it. But anyway, I'm gonna put that one. I'm gonna put that on the YouTube. Okay. Then what about the child? Okay, so this person acts childish all the time. They're immature. They haven't matured. If you paid attention, then you would know if they're ready for you. because everything about love is being ready. And we're going to talk about that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that on the next show. I'm going to talk about why you may not be ready. Because I think if I can get you all in the flowing part of love, I can get you in the right mate you're looking for. I can get your mate for you if you don't have one. And if you're in a relationship, I'll let you know if you're in the wrong relationship. And if you're married right now and have a mate, I'll let you know if that mate is for you or you're for them. Because you got to stop wasting time, and you got to recognize your place of happiness, and then you got to understand how to find the love. So I got you. So I believe next show we're going to do, we're going to get you ready and how to recognize people that are not right for you. Let's do that on next week. Okay, but right now let's continue about personalities that you need to watch for. What about the unstable one? Unstable one is they're always changing jobs. They always constantly doing something or changing or moving. They don't have they're never in the same location. They're just not stable. They're not ready. You see what I mean? I'm giving you stuff that they have to do a lot with not being ready, but at the same time, I'm giving you a personality flaw that you have. That if they are unstable, how are they going to be ready and stable for you to have a sincere relationship? Because there's a difference. There's a difference in being sincere and being in a loving relationship. Then you have the stalker. Now, you definitely don't want a stalker. The person follows you all the time. They are obsessed. They are deranged. Now that's along. The stalker is along with the. Okay. So you've got to pay attention to the personalities, because personalities are so important, and you want to meet people that you can jive with, that you get along with, because people can persuade you to do whatever they want if you're not paying attention. Meaning, if you don't understand a person's personality and how they act, you're going to get into a relationship that's going to cause you stress, unhappiness, pretty much loneliness, because most people that have those issues, they're into themselves. They're self-centered. They're selfish. They're about themselves. They're have a lack of desire to be respectful for you or for the relationship. So you really have to pay attention to the angry one, the liar, what did I say, the jealous one, the childish one, the stalker, who am I missing? The unstable one, and the moody one. And I don't know if I said anything about people that's real moody. Moody people, you don't want to waste your time, because they always got something to say and got a bad attitude. You want to be happy all the time. That's another thing. I got to do that one too. I'm going to talk about being approachable. The other reason why, and I'm going to give you all a nugget tonight, because those of you who are in relationships, not in relationships, looking for relationships, here is the number one problem that most of you have. You're not approachable. You're not approachable. No one wants to approach a person who looks like they got issues and problems. Nobody wants that. I don't want it. I don't want nobody always got their head down and looking sad. You want somebody who's always smiling and happy about life and living and loving. But I want you to stay a part of what I have to offer you, because I saw all this. I'm going to show you why love is a choice. I'm going to show you how to find your true mate. I'm going to solve this for you. I'm going to solve you how and show you how to recognize best relationship for you, how to stop wasting time, how to be patient. I'm going to show you how you rediscover your mate, because this is about timeless love and ageless love. You know, relationships are a journey and exciting. It's about like a compass. You know, you find it and you trust it. And that's what you want. You want a relationship just like that. But I wanted to say this until next time. Don't just go through the motions of love. Get understanding. Get understanding and live each moment to the fullest. Don't cloud your mind of the past You got to know that true love is delayed. The mate that's for you is coming. Remember, you never have to seek love. Love is always seeking you. Whatever you desire and want and to be loved by anyone, if you be patient, pay attention, stay happy, and you'll find the mate that you're seeking. I truly thank you so much for being a part of the Love Dr. Pamela Smith Show. You have been here with me, the Dr. Pamela Smith. I enjoyed being on here on World Star Hit Radio. This was our premiere. This was a live show. You join me. Everything you see is live. And I thank you for being here with me and learning how to love. This is Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Stay a part of World Star Hit Radio. And I'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. again. And join me as we give you more information about love. And remember, only true love is delayed.